how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. So I'm excited to speak with you today because I've been working very hard on this marketing plan for our lawn maintenance service, and I'm ready to present to you some of the strategies and ideas that I've come up with. So some things I will mention today is, first of all, why we need this service, how do we market it to our current clients who are potentially new clients, and how do we market to them, what resources we'll be needing, and how do we track our success with this service line. So unfortunately, it is a time of economic downturn, and that's really affecting us because the services we provide currently is something easily cut out of the budget. If your budget's tight, you're not going to be wanting to renovate your pool or anything like that. So we've encountered a lot of problems. After doing some marketing research, we realized that people are really looking for a lawn maintenance service. And where there's a need, there's an opportunity for us to extend our business and really reap the rewards. So with every product, there's 4 elements that you really have to focus on and make sure that they coexist and work together. And that is product, price, place, and promotion. There are obviously several strategies under each element that could work, but I've chosen the strategies that I think will work best together and will work best for us. So in terms of our product, since we do have a high-class image and we offer high quality and our branding is very prestigious, we want to keep that professionalism and keep those strengths in terms of our new service. And lawn maintenance those people deserve no less than all our other clients, and therefore they will be getting the same quality and the same experienced personnel and the same benefits as anybody else who's getting any other service of ours. When it comes to price, making sure that those two work together, I do want to go with the premium price, so charging about 15% more than our competitors who are offering a little bit of a lower quality than us. And the reason for this is that, again, we want to make sure that we're keeping the same image we have. And once you start charging less, people kind of have the perception that the quality is also less, which is definitely not the case. So while lots of companies, when they first introduce a product, they like to do penetration prices by offering low prices to entice people, and then eventually they'll kind of grow those prices. We don't want to do that. Off the bat, we want to say we have a great product and this is the price, and you're going to hate paying for it, but you're going to love the service in the end. We can also offer bundle prices when you purchase multiple services at once, and you will get a discount in that way. In terms of promotion, a lot of people tend to just go for advertising, and advertising no longer works the way it used to. And that is because there's so much clutter in our society now that people have learned to ignore it. So what I want to do is focus on 2 things, and that's public relations and personal selling. And start off even a little bit of sales promotion. And when I say personal selling, I don't just mean going door to door kind of thing. With the lead up to spring, the next couple of months, the projects that we already have, I want to offer those clients free lawn maintenance. And I don't just mean cutting their grass, we want to give them something worth talking about. So whether it's designing their hedges or trimming their trees in an amazing, almost like art, we want to give them that, and that way their neighbors can ask, where on earth, where did you find this people? It looks amazing. And they're going to also feel loyal to us after we've given them this for free, and they're very happy and pleased with the results. Lawn maintenance is something that you're going to need on a regular basis, so we want to make sure that we're pleasing every single customer and that they're coming back. Something I forgot to mention earlier is when I say product, our product is really a service, and when it comes to services, they're mostly intangible, and clients normally don't distinguish the difference between the service and the service provider. So the people we have working for us and the personnel and the entire experience is definitely very important. Like with any service, if you went into a restaurant and you ordered a fantastic meal, if whoever served it to you was a terrible person, you're going to think twice before coming back. So overall, our entire service, it has to work well together and really provide them an experience. And making art out of their lawn and making this into something more than just cutting grass is what's going to really impress them and give them an experience. So that's how we're going to use personal styling to our advantage, using the clients we already have, but showing them what more we could do, and getting them to sell to their neighbors, and also through loyalty programs, which I'll talk about in just a moment. Another good thing to really use is public relations, and because we live in such a vibrant city and there's so much going on, there's so many opportunities for us to do something above and beyond what most companies do. I personally have noticed on breakfast television shows there is always a gardening segment once in a while. They even have a guy who specializes in, talks about different tips monthly. So what we could do is possibly provide and ask to be booked to provide our own tips, and maybe booked for a segment and really give people and viewers some value, some of our tips, and that way we can kind of get our name to stick in their minds. Definitely so many public relations, getting involved in any kind of community events, trade shows, things like that, and really not doing a push strategy where we're trying to sell, but really getting a pull strategy where we're just, this is us, this is what we do, and getting them asking, what can you do for me? I have this backyard, how can you design it? What can you do for me? So lastly is place. When it comes to place, our distribution channels that we already use currently working well, so we're going to keep the direct selling as well as the internet, keeping our website updated. And also with the current clients, we might want to provide them additional value, since, like I mentioned, this is a constant service. They could do profiles where they update their calendars and they tell us exactly, you could come always on these days, or I want to switch it up, these are days I would like you to visit, and that way they don't have to keep calling us, we just arrive on those certain days that they mentioned. They could also upload any particular projects they've enjoyed that we've done. If their hedge is shaped in an animal or whatever it is, they can kind of show off and put in reviews and things like that. When it comes to resources, we'll definitely need to invest more in new tools that we don't currently own, as well as in additional employees. Not all our employees, they're more into building and construction, so they might not know lawn names, as well as we don't want just one who could cut grass, because everyone could do that. We want quality people and talented people who could make art. So really investing into employees and people that are going to sell our service well and represent us and our brand image. How are we going to know that it's working? We're not until spring comes around, and that's when people are going to be calling and really needing the service. Until then, we can only kind of hope. But based on the feedback we've already been getting, and us knowing this is in need, we could go ahead with this project in confidence. And eventually, our phones are going to be ringing, and our logistics systems we already have in place, so we're going to be counting, and I'm very confident we're going to have positive results. So just lastly, I just want to kind of bring everything into perspective with a little SWOT. Basically right now our weakness is that we can't sustain our business in this environment, in this economic environment, so we have to do something more, and that presents an opportunity. And the opportunity we have at hand right now is to go ahead with this service extension by providing lawn maintenance and using our strength, which is our high image and the awards we've received in the past, using that brand image into making new products and building our business. The threat is, of course, that possibly the inability of not really portraying that brand image with our new service. People off the bat might be hesitant to pay such a high price for just cutting their grass, but we have to really show them the value. And really show them that we're above and beyond what they assume we're going to just do for them. So one more time, product, we're going to keep that quality. We're going to go with the premium price. We're going to use public selling and public relations as a way of promotion, and use our same distribution channels, but hopefully provide them with more value in doing so. That wraps it up for me. Do you have any questions?
Yes, actually. I was just wanted to ask, what costs do you foresee for your marketing campaign, and how do you plan to manage those costs?
I don't foresee very high costs because with personal selling, as I mentioned, what the cost is going to be is essentially we're going to be paying our employees, but we're not going to be receiving the revenue off the bat. And in hopes of, our clients are going to pass on the message and we're going to get more clients that way. So obviously loss of revenue in the next couple months. Other than that, because advertising, we're not going to go through that route, public relations could essentially be a free thing for us and can be a very effective thing if we utilize that tool properly.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
And I hope to see you again soon.
I look forward to hearing from you. Bye.
Bye.